I know you've done 4 marathons, which is not like a easy thing. I mean, you have to physically prepare yourself, and with diabetes being a condition, it's not just a cakewalk. Tell us your journey, to doing that, and it's commendable. Yeah, tell us.
Um, Today I thank for the marathons, for the confidence they have given me. So, from childhood, as diabetes set in, my father had told me, exercise will play a very important role. And I think in Pune, I've gone to every ground. I've walked on every ground out there. So I started with exercising, like right from I did play badminton, and then there was basketball, dancing was happening slowly, gradually. When I grew up, there was aerobics and walking. So I used to walk a lot. As my sisters used to play tennis, I used to go to the same ground and walk. And one fine day, their coach told me that I see you walking an hour, 1.5 hours, and you're not tired. So would you think of running a marathon? And this is, I'm telling you, 2000 and around 2003, 4. That's a long time back. I didn't know what is a marathon. So I said, I need to read about it, need to think what it is. I need to know, what impact it will cause on diabetes, because I really had no clue about it, that how would the sugars behave. Because people have one thing in mind is if you exercise, the sugars go down. It's actually not a fact. Certain exercise also rise your sugar. So it was very new. I read over it and I started my training. Though I had not informed anyone at home, I was managing. So I was about 20, 21, 22, 23 at that time. So obviously I had the checking machine. Everything was available. It was not as previous that machine was difficult. I was checking regularly. So 3 months I gave in for training for it. And I was into fitness since my childhood because of sugars. And I started practicing, and I just saw that it was working. Yeah, there were days which were tough, but then I was also trying to work on my food and seeing the insulin. I'd spoken to my doctor, so very sweetly told me that, Pooja, I really don't know, but your experience will help a lot of others to get into it. Then I started making my notes, and I did my first marathon in 2000, half marathon. I started running half marathon. I did my first half marathon in Pune, which was 21 kilometers, and I did finish it in a good timing. Timing was never the thought for me. It was just finishing. That one marathon motivated me so much. It really, I was on another high. It boosted my confidence. And what I had planned was in a month's time, I'll do 2 halves. So it was Pune and Mumbai. So actually, I informed my parents a little later when my mother asked me that, Pooja, don't you think you're exercising a lot? And that was the time when I said that I want to run a 21K. And after a month's time, it is. My dad was really not for it because he was worried that as a diabetic, if something happens, any emergency. So I said, Dad, I've been checking and things are going fine. My grandmom said, just go ahead and do it. So I did 2 half marathons within a month's time. I did the Pune and Mumbai one. And after this journey, the Medtronic came up with the Twin Cities Marathon at Minnesota. And Divakar Mittal, I'll tell you about him. He's a director of Sanofi, but he was working with Medtronic, and he was the one who put me on the insulin pump in 2005. So there was a change in my life, that turning point of doing marathons and getting invited to the US to run a 16 kilometers. It definitely boosted my confidence, and that's how all the marathons happen. And I finished my 16K gracefully, and I got back. And then definitely, some articles came in paper. It was very confidence building, and I was happy that so much effort which I put in, my sugars are fine, and I'm yet able to do a thing which is 21K is a big run. It's not very easy, but definitely I was preparing for. I never did anything at the last minute. I was working on it, talking to my doctor, also managing the sugars. Nutrition also was taken care. So everything was together, and then I could manage to do those runs. And they really are. Today also, I tell you, the feeling of running is beautiful, and the confidence what those runs gave me, it's just helped me even today.
Right. Amazing.